Okay, um, here we have a 13-inch Steiner. This is a nice violin. This will be a nice violin when I'm done. Um, it has a top crack from the corner of the neck down. The seam down the center, the top is two pieces of wood. The seam down the center has started to come up a bit. And there's a small crack from the corner of the saddle. The saddle would go right here. From the corner of that coming up a little bit, about 1.5 inches. And that looks like it. So, in order to fix those, we've got to take the top off. This particular violin was pinned, and what they do is inside there's the block of wood here, and sometimes here, and here. And what they do is they'll take a piece of spruce and dye it black to make it look like ebony, but it's just spruce. And they'll drill a hole through the top into the block. Sometimes here, sometimes both. Sometimes they'll do 2 on each one. Just whoever makes it, it's up to them. This one had 1 on each. The top has been off in the past, or apart. Somebody took the bottom one off. Anyways, I drilled out the top one, and you just drill them up by hand. I find a drill bit the same size as about the same size as the pin, and I just do it by hand. Nice sharp drill bit. You just drill out the pin, and that's it. If you try to take the top off without drilling it, you can do more damage because the pin actually really does holds the top on there pretty good. So I've already started taking the top off. So I have my modified putty knife, and I use upholstery hammer because it's nice and light. And you have to be careful when you're doing this. You just go a little bit, you look, make sure you're going straight, a little more, look again, make sure everything's okay. Again, everything looks good. Yep. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to come up here and start at the points. These 2 points here and here. And get right in there. Okay. Make sure you're straight. This point is glued good. Looks good. that is in there. Now we're gonna, I split it, separated the top from the side up to about here, so now I start at the point and I'm gonna come back to the, where the separation was. Make sure I'm straight, everything looks good. Again, looks good. What I want to do is I want to move the putty knife is down in the violin too far. There we go. Okay. There. Okay. Now we met up to where it was the part before. Now we're separated all the way to the center point, right in the middle of the violin. So now I'm going to come back here where I went in on the point and work my way to the other point a little bit, just a little bit. Make sure the glue's letting loose and you're not hurting the wood at all. Okay. 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 Now, come up to the next point. This is a tedious process. You gotta be careful. Patience is a virtue. Go. Okay. Now, okay. We are going to head towards the neck. The top was already starting to come apart in pieces, in places already. Some of the glue is letting loose. There we go. Okay. Now I'm going in between the top and the block that is here, separating the top from the block. And it feels real good. By drilling out that pin first. It allows it to come apart a little easier. Okay. There. Yep. This is an old violin. This is an old violin. So now I can, you can see the crack there. I can repair this crack. Bring the wood back together. It's right down the center. Yeah, there you can see it right there, the crack where the separated. There's a seam going all the way down, but about half of it has let loose. So that'll have to be put back together. Yep. Okay. Fully lined, lower blocks, no upper blocks. What that is the lining is there's a little strip of wood between the top and the side, which just gives so you don't have about a 1 millimeter piece of wood directly onto a flat piece of wood like this. You put a little triangle piece in the corner from here up to here, just a little triangle piece, so it gives the top a little more surface to hold on to. So I don't know if you can see it. Well, that's a piece of horsehair. But you can see how flat, how wide the side is, but that's not really how wide it is, because there you go, you can kind of see it, how that works. This looks very interesting. I'm going to take some pictures and send them off to an appraiser in Boston. And I'll be back.